Alright guys, today I want to discuss basically is mostly surrounding gay for pay. Now I know most people won't discuss it, it's kind of a quiet subject. The matter of fact is that more and more people, especially young teenagers, guys obviously, are doing gay for pay. And if you notice, like, you'll click on a video, especially like, since I'm a smaller channel, I'll find other small channels to try and support them and build a bit of rapport between the two channels. But a lot of the time what I'll notice is right under in the description, it'll say private cam shows www.such and such, or for paid cam shows contact me on certain Gmail accounts or Skype accounts. And it's bad seeing that, first of all, because unless it's your passion and you really love doing it, by all means do it. But I just sort of feel like some people might be doing it for the wrong reasons, and a lot of people don't seem to be thinking through what they're doing. What basically will happen is if you're doing gay for pay, like cam shows and stuff, you will be visible on someone else's screen, so they could video you or take photos of you or anything. And if you're wanting or expecting or think you may become a big channel or very successful in the fitness industry, do you want something like that coming up later along your career path? Right now you might have fuck all subscribers, you're not making any money from YouTube, and you don't like your job and you're thinking about leaving it because you might be able to make a lot of money from gay for pay. And after watching Mad Ogus's video, it does seem like you can. But if you just go and do it, do you really want to have that lying over you? Especially if you become a big channel and someone exposes you. If you don't mind that, by all means do it. But for me personally, I've never done it, never will do it. It's just not what I'd be into, regardless of the fucking pricing. I don't see the point in it. Like, you're flexing for people, some creepy people on the other side of a fucking screen who are 99.9% fucking guys who are desperate to wank over young boys, are completely doing the most gruesome, weirdest things over you. It's fucking disgusting. So, to stay on point about the gay for pay thing is, you need to think about what you're doing whenever you're going for it, and you need to figure out what channel you're going to be. I see some channels which are showing like bodybuilding videos about like how to train, how to eat, and then they'll have a flexing video with a gay for pay thing underneath it. Nearly every video there's a gay for pay link underneath it. And for me, I've gotten messages about people who want to be featured on my channel and want me to subscribe to them and all kinds of shit. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel because I'm not interested in that type of stuff. And second of all, if you want to be featured in my channel, the channels which are featured in my channels are in alignment with what I'm doing, and people who I either aspire to be or I see having a great future in the fitness industry who need support to get to the top. I'm not just going to feature a random channel which has 2 videos and they're to support their gay for pay movement. I'm not going to support you in that way. But I just want to make a quick video. I don't want to make it too long. I think someone needs to speak up about it and give advice, especially if you are typing into YouTube, should you do it or not, and you don't get much advice or the wrong advice. People, first of all, and I've gotten messages, and this is the way it'll be done. I'm sorry if I'm fucking white, it doesn't matter, you can still hear me. But this is the way you will be contacted. Someone will say, like, oh, you have a really good body. Would you ever think about showing your body on Skype? And you might think, well, that's what I'm doing on YouTube. No, what'll happen is they'll get your Skype name, they'll try and contact you, then you'll start doing videos, and they might pay you, and, some people might not think anything of it, and then they'll say that they'll pay you a certain amount if you do this, and there's how it spirals out of control. They'll start asking you to do weird shit. The reason I know this is because Mad Ogus told in his video what had happened to him. Basically, they groomed him, but also I'm getting messages from people who are asking me these, like, really, it seems like innocent messages, but since I already know what it's going to be like, I just ignored them. There's no point in putting hate out there towards them or anything. They're just doing their thing. And basically, you'll get questions like that, or else you'll get something else who's just a desperate fucker who says, "Oh, sexy muscle super god, do you do do you do nude cam shows for extra money or something? Or I want to be your, I don't know, supporter. I'll pay you loads of money if you just do this in return." And it's just like, what the fuck? I can't even believe this goes on in YouTube. So if you're starting a channel, you best be ready for these very weird messages. And you know, no one's offered me money, but I'm sure there might be some desperate people who will offer you a lot of money to do stuff. And think about your image if it turns out to go against you. You know, I just want to put that out there, especially for the young people, because they're the ones who are doing gay for pay. These 30-year-old, well, maybe there is some 30-year-olds, but it's definitely the younger ones seem to be doing it. Like anywhere from 14-year-olds to mostly, I'd say 19 to 21. So probably about 14 to 21-year-olds are doing it, whereas people who sort of have a bit of wisdom and understand that that's not really, may not be the best thing for your image, especially in bodybuilding or the fitness industry. But just keep that in mind. I don't want to go on too long. I advise you not to do gay for pay. If you do gay for pay, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, which I can't see anyone finding the right reasons to do. And third of all, you better be willing. You better be aware that that person who's watching you could easily video you or take photos of you and try and wreck your image or use it against you in the future. So you better be aware of that. I'm going to wrap this video up. Basically, I advise you, don't do gay for pay. Boom!